It's Barnes and Leslie. We are the Morning X. You see a name missing there. It used to be Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. Well, guess what? Jimmy in the house this Friday. Full show. Jimmy Barron.
JB in the house.
On the Morning X. Right now, let's Sleaze. Celebrity Sleaze brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. To learn more, visit McDonald's.com.
True crime. Barnes. The Menendez brothers got a big blow. Maybe I shouldn't say that about them, but...
In prison, nice play. Well played, Leslie.
The LADA, the new guy, says he won't support resentencing the brothers because they lied.
Man, these dudes.
Wow. What a roller coaster.
They went from thinking they're going to be at the dinner table at Thanksgiving to, get back in.
So unbelievable. Let's stick with true crime. Nancy Grace? Oh, she is all over talking about Casey Anthony because now Casey is a new legal advocacy person. Really?
Legal advocate? My rear end. She says she's been in the legal field since 2011.
Nancy, my rear end.
My rear end? You gotta love Nancy Grace. Seriously.
I didn't realize she did her show she lived in Brookhaven for all those years when her show was really kicking ass and just had a studio at her house and did it from there.
I'm so glad love is in the air for Rebecca Gayheart and Eric Dane. Did you see this? They called off their divorce after filing in 2018. I mean, what a beautiful couple, right? I mean, he was like in Grey's Anatomy. He's in Euphoria. She was in 90210, Beverly Hills 90210. They are now deciding they're going to stay together because they've been on again, off again for years. It's nice to hear that. Love is in the air. Barnes, I just got this, which I think is kind of interesting. Do you remember I had mentioned that Paramount Plus had canceled Kelsey Grammer's Frasier?
Yes.
Well, now he says he's very positive that a revival for season 3 will happen with his friend, Ted Danson. Yeah, they've been talking about reviving the show together.
Well, yeah, if you get Danson back on, then of course they're going to, because he's been hot lately.
I mean, how cool would that be? Back together again.
But how weird to be on life support as a show. Then you're like, let me get one of my other famous friends and let's give it a shot. And they're like, executives are like, okay,
yeah,
one more try.
Okay, I thought this was really interesting. And tell me what you think about this. Rick Springfield, I guess, discovered brain damage. He had brain damage from an onstage fall that happened 25 years ago. He did one of those full body MRI scans. And so now, of course, he's taking care of himself, right? He's talking about how he's exercising and he's eating properly and he's reducing alcohol. But this was the part I need to ask you about. He has explored unconventional treatments for his mental health, like ketamine and LSD.
Easy, cowboy.
I mean, this is to address his long-standing battle with depression. You really want to go there? Like, I know a lot of people are talking, they talk about ayahuasca, but like ketamine?
Some of those drugs, man, they're dangerous. But the way he found out is like virtual imaging. It's that full body scan
that you've been talking about
for months, and so many people have gotten it. You can still get that for free. Just go to virtual imaging, say you heard about it on 99X, and they'll do it free with limited conditions to get you and a +1, get your little heart scan going.
Okay, this was a major revelation from, of all people, Sebastian Bach. Can we just talk about this?
Fling with Christina Applegate.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you remember her story when she goes, I left Brad Pitt one night for some guy, and I'm not going to even say who it was. Hello? That would be me.
Who was the guy that you ditched Brad Pitt for? Was he well known?
I have to say it? I don't have to do nothing.
No, you don't have to do nothing.
I don't have to do nothing.
Was he an actor?
No.
No. Was he known to the public? Mm-hmm. Was he someone that you eventually wound up dating? Mm-mm. Did you ever see Brad Pitt again after that? Did you ever date Brad Pitt again after that? No, that was it for you and Brad Pitt.
That was the MTV Awards that night, and she came with Brad Pitt and left with me, mother drugger.
Wow.
True story.
If you're a female, is there a bigger mulligan than you left Brad Pitt for Sebastian Bach?
I was like, what?
Wow.
What a revelation.
Your friends should have cut you off a few hours before because you drank yourself into, I remember you.
I have not heard a peep out of Christina Applegate after that.
Ooh, that's bad. Whoops.
Hey, Amazon Prime has added The Apprentice. Of course, I'm talking about the reality TV show that launched Donald Trump into stardom. It's now on the streaming service, originally airing from 2004 to 2017. That was big in the day. It had like 20 million viewers per week. Did you ever watch that?
I mean, I'm in passing. It wasn't like appointment TV for me, no.
Well, he was an EP, so I guess he's going to profit from Amazon putting it on the air.
Of course he is.
By the way, this marks Amazon's second major deal involving President Trump into 2025, following a $40 million agreement for a documentary about First Lady Melania Trump. Now, Barnes, do you think that going up against Disney, how hard do you think that would be for plagiarism? I mean, you're a person and you're going up against Disney.
I would think pretty difficult. They've got the big-time lawyers.
I saw this story. A federal jury in L.A. rejected a claim by a writer and animator, Buck Woodall, that Disney's 2016 hit Moana, which, has now got Moana 2, was plagiarized from his script called Bucky the Surfer Boy. He alleged that the story was just about the same. A teenager in Hawaii who goes on a time-traveling quest involving demigods and sacred land. I mean, the similarities were unbelievable. It actually went to trial, and they argue that Moana was developed through extensive cultural research and internal collaboration, and they struck it down.
There's no way the little guy is going to beat Disney.
I mean, I saw that and I was like, there's no way. Seriously.
No chance.
Wow. Hey, Daredevil Born Again has become Disney Plus's most popular premiere of 2025. 7.5 million views globally in its first 5 days. I mean, the cast is huge, right? Vincent D'Onofrio, whatever. Anyway, if you're watching, yes, Daredevil is back, Born Again. Big, big hit. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
No Contest Wrestling, where O'Shea Jackson Jr. and TJ Jefferson bring their hot takes with the biggest names in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Braun Breaker. Welcome to the bar.
My aspirations in life, I always wanted to be a WWE superstar.
The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez. I gotta talk about the Hugger cosplay.
I mean, it was perfect, wasn't it? You know?
LA Knight.
What am I doing here? At this point, I can retire. See you, everybody.
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.